This morning on DC News Now, a cold and cloudy start to the week when you can expect sunshine to return after widespread weekend rain. A Baltimore woman accused of assaulting 5 people in Prince George's County expected back in court today, where we're learning about her past after the hour-long crime spree. The district enforcing fines today. How much will be charged if caught driving in a bus lane? The Birds knocked from the big game. What Baltimore Ravens fans are saying after a disappointing loss at the AFC Championship. And later, a daring rescue attempt. The dog owner leaping into action to save her pup from a kidnapping.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
It is now on the top of the 7 o'clock hour as we take a live look outside over the Washington Monument with that sun peeking through the clouds. Thank you for joining us on DC News Now. I'm Shanika Grimshaw in for Tania Wright.
Yeah, good morning to you. I'm Corey James. Shanika, she's tracking the roads too this morning, so we're going to check with her in just a moment for more on your commute. But let's turn things over to Jackie. As we just saw there, it looks kind of pretty though with that sunrise.
Yeah, that sunrise officially at 7:17 this morning. So the skies are starting to brighten up. But yeah, still a bit on the breezy side, as you could tell from that live cam there. That was shaking a little bit with that wind. Temperatures right now, though, those are starting off in those upper 30s to low 40s at this hour. And we are starting to notice that breeze. That wind picking up mainly out of the north-northwest. Behind that system that did bring us all that rainfall over the weekend. That system exiting, and it's allowing for those winds to pick up out of the north-northwest. Sustained winds between 10 even close to 20 miles per hour. Some gusts in excess of 30 miles per hour. We're seeing that in Leesburg, Manassas, and even over towards Frederick and Kaiser. Those are some of the areas where we're seeing at least 30 mile per hour wind gusts right now. So wind chills, it's a little bit colder than those actual air temperatures. We're steering those picking up into the upper 20s, what it feels like right now. In Martinsburg and Hagerstown, mid-30s in D.C., Fredericksburg, 34. So it feels like as we're waking up in Manassas. Any lingering rain showers have since exited, so we're tracking those drier conditions. Cannot rule out that chance for a few of those isolated mountain snow showers back over towards western Maryland. But aside from that, the rest of the area we'll see mainly cloudy skies, some sunny peaks at times. This feels like temperatures, though, still with us, likely into those upper 30s later on today. More details on this, look at towards the rest at 7 day. But right now, I do want to toss it over, I should say, to Shanika with the latest on the roadways.
All right, thank you, Jackie. Well, we're looking at 95 heading north and southbound. That camera is very shaky right near 212. Now, just before this point, you are going to find that there's a crash involving a tractor trailer, so that is causing a major backup for commuters. We're also dealing with a fatal pedestrian crash and investigation out of Prince George's County. Now, it does seem like they're working to clear 214 Central Avenue up so cars can get through, but earlier it was blocked off, so we'll definitely keep you updated on that. And this morning, a volunteer Carroll County firefighter is facing charges.
20-year-old Allison Kreutzer is accused of setting a string of fires. The Maryland office of the state fire marshal says the fires happened in Eldersburg and Liberty Reservoir last year. Officials say Kreutzer is facing 3 counts of second-degree malicious burning. Last March, the state fire marshal began investigating intentionally set fires, and authorities say similar fires happened in May and June. And the state fire marshal expressed his disappointment, saying, quote, "I want to make this clear that this one person's alleged actions in no way reflect upon the thousands of dedicated career and volunteer firefighters who serve our communities." Time right now is 7:03. A Baltimore woman accused of a wild crime spree in Prince George's County last week is expected to appear in court today.
Yeah, police took 31-year-old Tanae Stallings Brown into custody Thursday at a traffic stop in Baltimore. Stallings Brown is accused of intentionally driving into 3 people and stabbing 2. Investigators say she committed all these acts within an hour across Prince George's County. Investigators also believe Stallings Brown chose her victims at random. Police Chief Malik Aziz says she has a criminal history of assault dating back to 2011.
He was intentionally striking pedestrians to get out, to harm them, to either cause them serious injury or death. And if that did not work, then we believe Stallings Brown intended to kill them with the knife that she had.
One victim, a 15-year-old girl, is suffering from life-threatening injuries. The rest of the victims are expected to be okay, and Aziz says they're now working with Baltimore police to investigate Stallings Brown's past.
This morning, D.C. police are looking for armed robbery suspects who they say stole from a woman in Northwest. This happened last Wednesday night around 11:30 near Kenyon and Water Streets. Police say the victim was walking in an alley after parking when two suspects approached her. Officers say the suspects you see here in this video then pulled out a gun and demanded property. If you recognize who they are, you are asked to contact police. And tonight at 7 o'clock, D.C. leaders are hosting a session to focus on how to keep D.C. youth safe and on the right path. They also want to discuss holding parents accountable for their children committing crimes. The virtual meeting is being held by Councilmember at Large Robert White. Time right now coming up on 7:06, happening today, finding drivers. The district now officially handing out tickets to people illegally entering a bus lane.
Yeah, it can be expensive, and Metro says the Clear Lanes program will help improve safety and accessibility for Metro bus riders, but it will cost violators a pretty penny. And we have DC News Now's Candace Cole. She's live in Chinatown. She's going to show us those bus lanes. Good morning.
Good morning, Shanika and Corey. Starting today, if you get caught driving, parking, or stopping in one of these marked bus-only lanes that you can see are painted in red on the pavement, you could be out $100. According to DDOT, cameras mounted on Metro buses will be used to take photos of vehicles that are driving, parked, or stopped illegally in bus lanes, which are marked by red paint and signage. Those photos are then sent back to DDOT to determine which photos show qualifying offenses. The bus lane fines are in addition to fines given out for blocking bus zones. That's the area around a bus stop. DDOT says the only exceptions include pulling over for emergency vehicles, entering a legal parking space, or turning within 40 feet of an intersection or driveway. And vehicles authorized to be in bus lanes, according to DDOT, are Metro buses, tour buses, and school buses, bikes and scooters, and maintenance and emergency vehicles.
You're going with the flow of traffic and your bike, but just people park there, and then you have lines of cars, and then you need to merge into the main lane, and you don't want to get run over.
I think that's a good thing, especially, people waiting for the buses, people with disabilities and stuff like that. Definitely wouldn't want that, to be blocking off the buses and stuff like that. So I think it's really good for the city.
Now, DDOT has already issued nearly 50,000 warnings to drivers since July. To get an idea of where these dedicated bus lanes are throughout the city, you can head to ddot.dc.gov. Check out the interactive map that they have for you on just where those bus lanes are throughout the city. Reporting live in Chinatown, Candace Cole, DC News Now.
Candace, thank you. All right, the Maryland Department of Transportation is investigating a massive pileup on the Bay Bridge. Officials say more than 40 vehicles were involved. It happened on Saturday morning and closed all westbound lanes of the bridge. 13 people were injured and traffic was backed up for nearly 6 hours. Officials say 23 vehicles were involved in the initial crash, and they believe about 20 others were involved in secondary crashes.
And officials are investigating after a Dulles-bound plane was diverted because of a cracked windshield. The United Airlines flight from Las Vegas was diverted to Denver International Airport Saturday. The FAA said it was originally heading to Dulles International Airport. Officials say the plane had about 160 passengers on board. And Ravens fans in the DMV upset after the team lost to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, the Chiefs defense came into play during Saturday's AFC title game, preventing the Ravens from scoring in the second half. Rookie receiver Zay Flowers attempted to reach the end zone in the fourth quarter for a touchdown, but Chiefs cornerback L'Jarius Sneed knocked it out of his hand inside of the first-yard line. Saturday marked quarterback Lamar Jackson's first AFC game, and the game left the team upset, but knowing they can improve in the upcoming season.
We didn't win this game, so we got to live with that and, go into the offseason with something to build on. Playing a spot for the Super Bowl and, obviously came up short.
You put so much work into it every day, every off-season day, the grind, OTAs, training camp, it's just tough to see the outcome.
Tough loss there, but for the Chiefs, they're headed to February's big game, and it'll be their fourth time in the past 6 seasons. And the loss was as big to Ravens fans as it was to the team. Many fans gathered at pubs and bars to watch the game.
This was our year. We had the team. We could have had a little bit better O-line, but I'm a little disappointed at this moment.
It's a bit of a dagger to the heart. I can't deny that.
I think this team needs a lot of work, and you can tell.
And Maryland Governor Wes Moore also chiming in on the loss, saying, quote, "I love this team. I love this city. Congrats to the Chiefs. We'll be back. #RavensFlock." Now, the Kansas City Chiefs are preparing to face off against the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers won their NFC game yesterday against the Detroit Lions. The score was 31-34. The team now gearing up for the big game that's in about 2 weeks in Las Vegas.